Hey everybody, it's Tim Miller from the Bulwark here with managing editor Sam Stein, and we're here to talk about Pete Hegseth. I think the countdown to the end of Pete has begun. We'll see. Anything can happen in Trump world, obviously. Pete could talk about how great Trump's hair and makeup looks one day, and that could, be a stay of execution. But man, a lot of signs that they're looking to make a change. Sam, since we last spoke to Bill Kristol a couple hours ago, we already have a bunch of developments. What has struck you the most today, as far as the Hegseth drama is going today?
Well, let's set the stage here because it's important. We got to timestamp these things.
Okay.
Obviously, stuff is fast moving. We're recording this like 4:45 on Monday. So as of now, Hegseth is still dutifully employed as Secretary of Defense. Carolyn Leavitt, press secretary, says there's no way that these reports that we are looking for a new defense secretary are totally false, she said.
Fake news.
Fake news. Of course, NPR, that was in reference to an NPR report that the administration was indeed looking at replacements. Eric, son of Eric, said that he has heard from White House people that they are, in fact, looking for a replacement.
For people who don't know, do you want to credential Eric, son of Eric, on this point? Well, I mean, he's a conservative talk radio host. He held the Red State Gathering, which was very prominent for a while of talk. And the point being that like he talks to people, and if it's the NPR folks, brings a little balance to the situation. We have a more left aligned NPR. I wouldn't want to impugn the good people of NPR. Saying one thing, Eric Erickson saying it. It means it's coming from a bunch of different.
It's coming
places.
from different people. It's in the ether. Let's put it that way. Trump was asked about it. He did his Trump thing where he's like, this is, I stand by the guy and all that stuff. And then the weirdest thing, I don't know if you and Bill talked about it, was Hegseth himself at the Easter egg roll.
I've not talked about that yet.
Yeah. So that was a weird one.
We should pull up the video of that really quick, actually. Let's watch.
Yeah. Full of hoaxsters that peddle anonymous sources from leakers with axes to grind. And then you put it all together as if it's some news story. And when we know exactly what it is. So I'm really proud of what we're doing for the president, fighting hard across the board, and I'm going to go roll some Easter eggs with my kids.
All right, so there's a bunch of kids. I think they might be his kids kind of looking on skeptically as he explains that all this is just anonymous sources smearing his good name. Left unsaid is that one of those people is not anonymous, is an ally who actually wrote his own op-ed. I just want to be clear. That shit doesn't happen normally, where your ally leaves his job.
It would be like me having been hired by Jeb, and then 2 months later quitting, and then going to Politico and being like, anyone should be president besides Jeb. I mean, like that is the level that we are at.
The op-ed was bizarre because he was like, I really love Pete. I really think Trump's doing a great job. There's a lot of vipers around Pete. He should go. Didn't really make the case like. Whatever. The point was that things are untenable for Hegseth. Now, the thing I want to say is like, I don't really take these statements from the White House that everything is copacetic and fine. I mean, I take them seriously, but there's plenty of history of the White House insisting things are fine and nothing's changing, only for like things to completely change in 24 hours. We just went through it with the tariffs. They were like, there is no pause. We are not even considering pause. Never will pause these things. And then Trump pauses them. And so that's just how it is in Trump world, where you just don't know. He might wake up, like you said, and see some Fox and Friends segment that says Pete's got to go. And he's like, you know what? Pete's got to go.
Yeah, I mean, Trump was on the phone with Reince planning their next golf outing and talking about how he has full confidence in his chief of staff like 2 minutes before he tweeted that he appreciates Reince's service and fires him. So you do never know. Speaking of the tweets, one other thing I didn't get into with Bill that has been a development here is as part of Pete's cope, the Secretary of Defense has been posting through it. There's a pretty funny exchange we can put up on the screen. It's a pretty funny exchange. The DNC, the Democrats put out a tweet talking about how Pete should go, given just the reckless nature of how he's behaved. Pete replies to them like a reply guy underneath the Democrats from his official Secretary of Defense account, being like, you guys only care about migrant illegals and trannies or something. And then the DNC replies, which is like, this is what Pete's phone looks like right now. And it's like a blurry image of a phone. Maybe like a little drunk joke. whatever you think about the merits of the troll war, it's kind of like it's not a great. It's hard to imagine, for example, James Mad Dog Mattis, getting into a troll war, or like Robert Gates.
I was just gonna say, this reminds me of the time that Robert Gates decided to go on Twitter and just battle with the DNC account over, how he treated Joe Biden. No, for just a small correction, it was from Pete Hegseth's personal account, not the Secretary of Defense.
I apologize.
Just want to be, we respect facts here.
We do.
But yeah, the whole thing was bizarre, and it was like at an odd hour, and it's like, what? Don't you have other shit to do? And I guess that's, this is kind of a theme for the Trump era, is like, there's just a lot of people on Twitter a lot when they should be doing their normal jobs. Doesn't give you confidence that he's got things under control, that he's responding to the DNC.
I mean, it doesn't. Yeah. And he's fired his chief of staff, his deputy chief of staff. His top public affairs person has published an op-ed about how he should be fired. And
hinted that more is to come.
And hinted that more is to come. And right. Pete, meanwhile, has been like out of the Easter egg roll.
He's like, what
that's another thing.
I need to go to the Easter egg roll.
Was Robert
reply
Gates
to Twitter?
Was Bob Gates at the Easter egg roll? There's a lot happening in the world. Like we're in active negotiations with Iran. We're doing more bombing of Yemen than I think people realize, because there's just so much insanity in the news that it's like not getting the coverage that it would have. So it's like a more boring presidency. I guess we're abandoning the Ukrainians potentially, according to what Marco said. There's Israel-Gaza war, no ceasefire there anymore. I mean, like, there's active things happening in multiple theaters. You would think that the Secretary of Defense, particularly one who's learning on the job, like, would be quite busy, like, meeting with military experts rather than starting text exchange with his third wife and, like, going to Easter egg rolls and getting in troll fights on the internet. But maybe that is his job.
I was thinking today, how would Fox News host Pete Hegseth have treated a defense secretary in a Democratic administration embroiled in this Signalgate stuff? And it's just so hard to comprehend how quickly he would demand that, not just their resignation, but like probably their court-martialing and things like that. It's like, we're so past.
Well, he doesn't believe in the Jags, so I don't know about court-martialing.
Oh, you're right. Straight to El Salvador.
Straight to El Salvador for Lloyd Austin.
Yeah, seriously.
What are your thoughts on like the Democrats here? I mean, should they be like just kind of letting this go, right?
This is one of those ones where you let them bury themselves, right? Like, obviously, when the signal stuff comes up, you have to make the point, like, this is not acceptable, and yes, you can call for resignation, but it's like this is a quagmire of their own making, and your goal is to just get out of the way.
The signal thing is, I agree. Yeah, I totally agree. The signal thing is so alarming. For people who missed it, I interviewed Susan Rice maybe 2 weeks ago, and it's like worth going back just to the part of the interview where I asked her about this, because like, it's obviously crazy in its face for like the Secretary of Defense to be texting his wife about like the time that the F-18 is leaving to bomb Yemen. Like, that's crazy. But like,
wait, honey, do you need me to pick something up on the way home for dinner? And by the way,
wait, at the coordinates 1842.
Oh my God, you're not going to believe the special at Trader Joe's.
Like, here's the exact weapons package we're going to be using. But in addition to that, like, listening to Susan Rice just talk about how, like, the protocols and the caution which they was like, I mean, it is
the whole thing is so stupid. This whole and water emails and all that stuff. Let's play the lines, okay? Kalshi, bet the lines, okay?
Oh, great.
They asked the question: who will be the first to leave the Trump cabinet?
So I'm just trying to think. So if you have Lutnick, Bessent, and Hegseth as the main three, I'd say Hegseth probably at this point a 55% chance to be the first one gone.
Oh my God, 53.
Nailed it. All right,
nailed it.
Hell yeah. And then you told me, I would have been wrong with this. I would have guessed then Bessent like 30, 20, and then 25 for Lutnick, but yeah.
They're low. It's 15 for Lutnick. 11 for Bessent.
11.
All right.
Okay.
Who will leave their role in the Trump administration this year? The three options are Hegseth, Navarro, and Lutnick. So Hegseth, you kind of guess it's the same percentage.
Yeah, Hegseth first again. Obviously 55. Again.
54 right there. Now you got Navarro. This is where it gets interesting.
I would put him last below Lutnick for me. The people of Kalshi might be wrong, but they think that Navarro is second most likely.
Yeah, second at 36%.
Oh, that's wrong, I think.
And Lutnick's at 32.
That's wrong. Navarro is Trump till he dies. They're going to have to carry him out. net to carry that man out. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, Navarro's just gonna embed. He'll hide. He'll find a place to hide. They'll never find him. All right, that's Guess the Lines by Kalshi. We should get a sponsorship.
We really should. If anybody's watching and wants to sponsor the Guess the Lines segment, let us know. Subscribe to the feed. We'll see you later. Hey, YouTube fam. If you want to support the Bulwark, the best way to do it is by becoming a YouTube Bulwark Plus member. The Bulwark is truly independent. We have no corporate overlords. We're not settling any dumb lawsuits with Trump. By joining, you help support our work, and you can get a bunch of perks right here on this platform. Ad-free content, bonus videos, live streams, and some emojis of me, which I guess some people want. So come join, come hang out, become a Bulwark YouTube Plus member, and I'll be seeing you in the comments. So behave.